In this question, principal explains to us about the concept of rule of strict liability and act of God. The principle also explains to us that rule of absolute liability does not accept the defense of the act of God. The facts in this present case provide that carried out a manufacturing process on a plot of land for which he stored a very mild acid in a reservoir. On a rainy night, a thunderbolt struck the reservoir and fractured it. Acid broke out of the reservoir and damaged the herbs belonging to the Y in his garden. Y sued X for damages for under rule of absolute liability. After the chemical examination, it was found out that the acid was generally not harmful except for some tender objects. So it is to be decided whether Y shall succeed in the present case or not. Now, as per the principle, in order to make a person liable under absolute liability, it is important that the person was engaged in inherently dangerous activity. From the facts, it is clear that upon the chemical examination, it was clear that the acid was not harmful except for some tender objects. Therefore, the defendant was not engaged in an inherently dangerous activity, and the rule of absolute liability cannot be applied in this present question. Secondly, rule of strict liability, which is given in the principle, clearly states that there has to be a non-natural use of land. Now, from the facts, it is clear that X did employ or have had a non-natural use of land. However, the same principle also states that act of God is a defense available against the liability under the rule of strict liability. So, taking into consideration the principle and facts appended in this question, we can say that the correct answer in this question would be B. That is, Y shall not succeed in his action for damages against X.